Writing a 15-second radio commercial is like any other creative process. You have to get your ideas out of your head and down on paper. Today we're going to look at how to bring your idea to life and write a 15-second radio commercial. When I sit down to write a script, or even before then, when I have to generate concepts, my first priority is, does it answer the brief, the business objective of the client? You should only have one simple thing you need to communicate in 15 seconds. Your job as a copywriter is to make that clear to the audience in a compelling and interesting way. To keep on track, I used to write that message down on a piece of paper and keep it in front of me somewhere, so I always had quick reference to it. First thing I would ask myself when I'd written a script was, does it answer the brief? Does it convey the message the client wants to get across? So before you write a thing, know what you want to say in those 15 seconds. That's your benchmark. Next, be very clear about who you're writing for. Your radio commercial will probably run on several different radio stations, but you never talk to every single listener. If you're selling a car, not everybody is interested. If you're selling a haircut, not every single listener needs it. You have a target audience. These are the people who will be more receptive to your message. And why is that important? If you know their state of mind or how they think, you can be much more persuasive. You'll know what buttons to push and how to make them act. And at the end of the day, that's what we want. We want them to act on the information we give them. Your writing will be much more effective if you can picture who you're talking to and what they are thinking. Next, find out as much as you can about the product, services, or event that you're advertising. Information is the ammunition for your argument. That will make your script more compelling and your message more believable. Do a little bit of research and you just might find some nuggets of information that can turn your listener into a shopper. Okay, so that's your homework done. You're in a good place to start your writing now. You know what to say and you know who you're saying it to. In the last video, which there's a link up here somewhere if you missed it, we looked at how to generate a concept that will help your message stand out from the crowd of other ads around it. Now it's time to turn that concept into a script and use words and sound to bring the idea to life. In your script, you will indicate not only the words that your voiceover will read, but also the story elements that will add understanding to your commercial, or that will bring alive the idea. Do you need music? Music can set an atmosphere or tell a story in itself. Do you need sound effects to punctuate your story as you write? As you write your words, you have to imagine the sounds that are wrapped around them to either underline and dramatize your point or capture the imagination of your listener. What's the best voice to read your script? Voice has to convey your message. It has to be in line with the brand tone of your client, and it has to sell your idea. Is your script speaking from the point of view of a consumer or a fan, or do you need a character voice, a salesman, a comic, a caricature? As the writer, you decide what works best to convey your idea. All of these elements have to be written into your script so you can, 1, sell it. First listener is your client. They have to imagine the sounds from your words. You can cost it. Music rights, voiceover artists all cost money. It's pointless presenting a script your client can't afford to make. Time it. Music and sound effects need room. You need to put them into your script so you can make an allowance for them. Produce it. You will probably not make it yourself. You'll hand it off to someone who will, and your script is the path they have to follow. You'll add these ideas as you go along, as you write, so it's better just to get your idea on paper first and then start refining it afterwards. 15 seconds does not give you much room for intrigue. You have to get straight into the meat of your message. Grab your listener's attention with a benefit, so ask yourself, how is your listener's life going to be improved? What's in it for them? Your concept will drive the tone and flow of your words. It gives you a framework for your script. 15 seconds may only give you enough time to talk about the benefit. But if you do have more time, offer your listener some substantiation, a reason to believe what you say is true, and that builds trust. Then you want to close your script with a call to action. Tell your listener what you want them to do next. In 15 seconds, you're giving them a reason to purchase, a reason to believe, and then telling them what to do next. That will easily fill 15 seconds. Once you've written your script, get out your red pen and check it. First, is the business objective crystal clear? Does your idea come across? Will people understand what you're on about? Does it have the right tone for your audience? Does the tone fit the character of the brand that you're advertising? Those two have to be in sync or your message will sound fake. Does your idea work? Is it interesting? Is it engaging? Will it give your radio listener a reason to listen to what you have to say? Lastly, will it fit into 15 seconds? You're aiming for 40 to 50 words, but read it out loud, not in your head. You can read much faster than you can speak. So this is really important. If you read it out loud, you can hear the pace of your script. You can hear where the pauses should be and where the emphasis can be added. Hearing a script out loud will let you know if your jokes are funny or if you have too many words in your script. Time it and make sure it fits. Once you're happy, you're ready to present your script. Always present the script yourself. Don't just attach it to an email and type, "There you go," and press send. If you do that, you will just get a subjective reaction to it. As you're the one that's developed your script, you have made the writing decisions to meet the client's business goals. Only you know exactly what they are, so you are the best person to sell your script to your client or your business partners. You know why you have written it the way that you have and why it will appeal. You know what the audience is looking for and how they will respond. You know why the idea will have cut through and what makes it different. You will know if it fits within their budget. You can also read it and add the emphasis where you intended, not the reader. Creativity is often a subjective judgment which can make things very difficult for a copywriter to sell their work. But if you can show that you have applied logical business decisions to your writing, you're going to be much more successful. If this has been useful, please leave a like below. It really helps the channel. And leave a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And also help me develop more content for you later. Thanks a lot.